اشيل التليبورت. ماشي التليبورت. والله التليبورت ممكن اشيله. سوبر كوندكتر. انا عندي ضغط احسن. يلا بس بشيل حركة واحدة خلاص نبدأ. زين. زين. باقي واحد خلاص آخر شي. والله ما حطيت شي بوزن إلى أنا مغبى. أفكرك. استنى كمان في بوزن. أنت عندك شي بويزن يعني لو ذا بالاحتياط؟ إيه. اوكي حلو. يعني ما حطيت لنفسي أي شيء. إيه. يعني أعتمد عليك بويزن ولا آخذ لي شيء؟ إيه ولا خلني باخذ لي شيء. يمشي هذه ما أحتاج. يعطى كل شيء بويزن إذا فيه عطها أي شيء. هذا الشيء. شيء واحدة بس هذا سؤال كويس. ايه لو فيه حلو. واضح. انا كم كهرب عندي؟ واحد اثنين ثلاثة. طيب خليني اشيل هذه واحط هذه. يلا مستعد. انا حطيت واحدة بويزن. مش حطيت كونتامينيشن. ثانية احط بويزن دارت. ويف. لا مناسب سيء. يلا هذا اكيد الحركة اللي مكتوب اس بي كوست ماينس 3، يعني لو نسوي شيء ما يخلص ها. اوكي ايه بطل. ترى ما ادري اشوف، ابى اشوف ما في فايدة. يس يس. ما سويت شيء. ايش صار؟ انا واقف انا وراك. ها؟ وراها والله. اوه راح. لا خلاص اسوي لود ها. انا اقول فجأة راح ذا تخاف راح. اوبس. ازرق فلوس. اي انا باخذ فلوس، قاعد اشوف شو عندي اغراض. ايه الحين باخذ فلوس دقيقة. ايه شوف. 9000 كله. ايه كل فلوسنا بيزعل. لا بيزعل. اوه كله. سنيكينج فيل. دقيقة نشوف. اوريدي فوق ما ادري صار معي 91. انا كان 191. ظاهر ما اخذها لاني اخذت اكثر من المسموح. دقيقة اوه هذه ما اي. اوكي معي ما يمكن انا ما اسوي لود. خاف اسوي شيء. يلا دقيقة لود ندخل على طول بدون ما اخاف انه يطلع يعني يكون يدرون. بس مثلا اذا خلصت المعركة ولا في شيء هم يجونك يقولون لك تعال حبيبي. يلا بلنا. امسك واحد سوي تليبورت منهم اسحبه. خلني بدخل يمكن لازم نسولف معهم بس الحين وما نسويها حركة تليبورت.
Ifan, Godwoken. Dallas said you would come, old friend. You were always hard as diamonds, and twice as bright. Your divine welcomes you.
The traitor himself, the divine you once selflessly served, the one you thought dead, lords over the chamber from a granite throne. He moves to speak, but it's Riedeman's voice that next pierces the air.
What a twist.
Lucian frowns at Riedemann, then bestows a benevolent smile upon you. All that you know of him flashes.
I underestimated you, Godwoken. You have proven to be a formidable foe. You have...
Respect? Indeed.
Lucian's gaze rests upon you and goes through you. He takes your measure entirely.
Lucian, we should tell him the truth.
Yes, I agree. It is time we dropped our masks.
Dallis nods, then reaches for the sides of her head. Where there was one face, suddenly there are four. She takes off the mask of the shapeshifter. A skull is revealed, bejeweled and ancient as the void.
I am eternal.
Aren't they just full of surprises?
غلط ثلاثة أقول لك.
Fear not, old friend. Dallis is on the side of all that is good. She is helping me rid Rivellon of the influence of the Source. Listen to her.
I shall tell you the tale as I told it to Lucian. Long ago, the scholar Fane discovered that the veil between the world and the void was made of Source. Our 7 lords desired this power.
Of course.
Silence, slave. Our king forbade the 7 to reach for this power, but they didn't listen. Instead, they rebelled and sent the king and his people into the...
With the Source they stole from the Veil. The 7 created the races so they would have worshippers.
During their lives, worshippers collect souls. When they die, the gods feed from them. It's an...
Our souls are nothing but vats for the Source-hungry gods.
The 7 made a mistake. By taking its source, they tore a hole in the veil, and it is through this hole that the void finds its way into our...
The 7's lust for power let in the void. Our goal is to close the hole they created. To restore the... When we are done, there shall be no more Source in the world. Rivellon will be finally free from the gods that enslaved them.
My people cannot be allowed to return from the void. They are tarnished. They are void-woken. They can only bring chaos and death.
There is more, but she hesitates to share it. Then she decides that she must.
I was a child when the God King tore my family apart. I was purged of Source and left to rot in a putrid tomb. It was hell. A hell I suffered for the sins of my father. He was the one that betrayed the God King. He was the one that told the 7 the secrets of the Veil. The cruel joke of it all is that the same tomb that housed my tortured body is what sheltered me from the void. Few Eternals escaped that fate. Myself, my mother, and Fane. Yes. Fane, you are my father.
Dallis gives you a steady look, cool and collected. This is your daughter. You are her father.
Your child rotted away in a tomb, just like you, father. Look at us! We are all that remains! But now I have revenge. Revenge on the Seven and the God King. Revenge for what they took from me.
The hammer's voice falters and her coolness vanishes. Every crack and rasp betrays her grief. But her next words burn not with sadness.
Did you even look for me? Did you even look?
Dallas, control yourself. Our purpose transcends your personal wound.
Yes. You.
Dallas's reasons weren't mine to question. All that ever mattered to me was peace. Peace for Rivellon. Peace for me, whatever the means. And now, we are on the precipice.
حسان الصعب ما ادري اذا قرب يروح هذا What's happened?
She sacrificed herself for the betterment of Rivellon. She didn't do it willingly, mind you. Curiosity led her to the tomb. My hunger for source took care of the rest. I presume her bones remained there. And then I took her place. Face rippers are such marvels, aren't they? It didn't take long to realize that Lucian was the key to my vengeance, and I was the key to the salvation of Rivellon. You wish to apologize? We have moved well beyond. Your actions led to this moment, and all the moments in between. Every purged sorcerer, every family torn apart, but you have but one path to atonement, and Rivellon has but one path to redemption. You must give up your source. You must be purged.
While Dallas sought the Aetherin, I started draining the gods of their source.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
One more word from you, and I shall use the leash.
I had to hide from the gods. So I had the walls of this crypt equipped with tenebrium and protections put in place. It worked. Everyone, even the gods, thought me dead. As divine, I was created, empowered to stop the void. I was the avatar of the Seven, their strength and their weakness. My bond to them allowed me to drain them of their source.
Yes, in a sense. When the Death Fog was unleashed, many elves died. The fewer elves to worship him, Tias and Dilius, weakened. This gave the God King his first real foothold back in the world. To strengthen himself, he sent his Void Woken, the remnants of my people, to hunt down the sorcerers seeking to reclaim their source.
The Void Woken. Disgusting things. They ravaged the land they touched and infected the air they breathed.
لا حنا الجاد ووكن.
An incredible stroke of luck. You see, blaming the sorcerers for Voidwoken made them easier to capture.
The Aetherin now contains almost all of the source the Seven stole. Soon, we will be able to heal the Veil.
The void shall be banished, and I, Lucian the Divine, shall return from the dead. A false divine, of course. I shall have no power, but the world will not know this. I shall demand peace.
The plan is almost complete.
We have made so many sacrifices, Ifan. All of us. Of ourselves and those we love.
Okay.
One last sacrifice is required.
Decide. Be the true hero and give up your source, or be forced to submit. Like a coward. Like a slave.
There is no other way. The source of the world is required to close the veil. We only lack yours.
يا بطيء شوف ثلاثة شوف نسأل عندهم عندي خوي.
Maggot, I am no slave. I am Brachus Rex.
Oh,
I
Rex,
am
I
the
guess.
Source King.
With a flick of her wrist, Dallis sends a jolt through Brachus's body. He writhes in pain.
Don't worry, he's well under control. He's made a fine servant. Isn't that right, ingrate? I used him to find the Aeterin. When we're done, I'll release him from his duty and free him from his pain. Until then...
Dallis punctuates her statement with another wrist flip. Brachus shudders, but his lips remain curled in a self-satisfied grimace.
I do not expect you to approve of my means. Only...
Come now. Even you have never shied from playing the villain when it's prudent. We're not nice. We're just right. Good. You understand.
The world shall not know this. I shall return from the grave, a divine without power. Yet all who desire power shall fear me. I shall carry the secret of my lack of divinity. Peace shall reign.
We already had more than enough Godwoken.
Another sacrifice I was forced to make. Those beautiful people. I was as kind as I could be. I promise you that.
As I say, one last sacrifice is required. Yours. Then let us proceed. Show some responsibility, Father! Surrender your source!
You'll be a hero. Everyone will know of the sacrifice you'll make. Your name will be synonymous with the survival of Rivellon.
نجرب اثنين. خليني بسيب واحدة كويك. خلنا نقول
Lucian's right. We can save the world from the void. We should make the sacrifice.
اثنين.
It pains me, but I'm persuaded. I say we surrender our souls. The decision is yours.
اثنين.
It's the right thing to do. You know it is. The sacrifice is worth the prize.
ثلاثة. هي من قطنا.
Yes, very.
She raises what looks like a leash. A chuckle emerges from beneath Vrideman's hood. The chuckle becomes a guffaw, booming and hateful. Dallis flicks her wrist.
Oh, Dallas. Sweet, simple Dallas.
How? What? The leash is cut!
A bright observation from a bilious imbecile. You know people often become sloppy when they're close to achieving their dream. You left the leashing wand next to me, you stupid maggot. So accustomed had you become to me, pretending to be your slave.
Kill him!
Do shut up, you tedious buffoon. And don't look so surprised. As if I would allow a bone bag to enslave me. Me! They thought themselves well in control. But there is only one master scheme that must come to fruition.
Okay.
Or did you really think I'd play slavishly along with your ridiculous scheme,
Yes,
Dallas? Yes, I played my part of this. It was only about the power...
Kill him now!
Too late, you mouldering, blight-stained pigs. Grant me power, my ally. God King, I call on you!
ضد واحد انت ولا ما ادري ثالث شوت فزقته كانك تهاوشة يعني هاوشة اي واحد ما مدري كبيرة 6
You would interrupt Brackus Rex? You would interrupt the Source King?
نجرب الفايك كذا
The God King hears my call. He sends a companion word to your father. Come to the Source King.
جاب ذاك والله جاب حلو الطاق وزين سيبنا قبل اي والله في احد يقدر هذا استخدم حركات كلهم يجون وين باقي فوق ذاك اي والله شوف هو ثقيل لعبك ليه طيب حط وش الدمجون من هذول لفة موية وكهرب موية وكهرب نسبيا هذا كذا طيب ما إلا خلنا نطلع خوي ذاك نحط شاكل ضفتين ايش رايك علي؟ فيزيكال ارمر صح. طيب اخر شي بحط الانر بين ذا. طيب اول شي نسوي حركة الدوران. انا بعد حاجة اسر معاه وديني انحاش وش بلس كلهم شو فلوسي مش وضعه. هو صدق لأننا الظاهر شفت الثلاثة اللي قاعدين يصلون، يعني كان يمدينا نسحب عليهم مهماتهم وكذا. الظاهر مشينا بكل مهماتهم اللي خلاص اقتنعوا وصار كل واحد يصلي يعطينا سورس. صار عندنا ثلاثة فل. ايه شاف هذا دراجون. يلا دراجون فورم. أول شيء الدرع. يتغير شكله. بالدور هذا يعني حبه شيء تلبس من جد. براكس هذا اللي هنا وش هذا؟ ووتر هذا يبي ضربة ثلج. طيب هذا بقرب أشخر. جنبه دوب ما يرجع قوي كذا. هو ذا جمت حلو سلمان. ايه هو من يبدأ. طيب انا احتاج خطوة واحدة. كم بيتجمد؟ خلينا نسوي طق ذا. اللي بعطي نفس الشيء الحركة عشان لا يطق. صح. كان جمدت سلمان. والله ذي المعركة بطل. احس ان السيف كويس نقدر حتى لو خلصناها نقدر نجي كذا نطقطق ندير. لفتين لبس. ايه سلمان خلاص يعني. والله باقي 4000. كنت بسوي له تشار. كنت بسوي له تشار. والله فيه طق. والله تجمع. ثمن انت سوى blinded. من اللي مات؟ هو ذا الماجس. هذا يقول نفس البوس الأخير. شوف غريب. هذا غريب. السيف موجود نقدر نخش ونقدر نطق هنا. ما يبغى يعني. أنا شكل المعركة. ما في. وش قاعد يصير ها؟ الذي صحيح. البيوس كل شيء محترق. وين؟ ريكس مات. وين ريكس؟ ريكس مات براكس ذا. ايه هو ذاك اللي بصحيك من الدور على من بادي. ايه ليش من الدور بعد؟ هذاك سلمان ولا كذا. ايه بصحيك. ديستنيشن. ما اقدر الا اصحيك قدام عندنا يعني. احطك وراي. ايه المشكلة ما ايه المشكلة كلها محترقة يعني نكبة. يلا بحطك داخلها. ما لي لك خلاص ما تموت بس. هيل مو طبيعي. ليه؟ والله سلمان ملد كل شيء رايح. يلا ما له اقل. هذول من ايش يموتون الجزء؟ اقدر احط ترافات. المشكلة ان انا بلايندد اظن. آخر لفة بلايندد، فأقدر ما أقدر أنقله بعيد، مرة قريب. فاللي بسويه طال عمرك. خوي مات. كيف عرفت شو مات؟ ذاك طيب هم وش وضعهم؟ هم هذيك شيء السايلنس، شيء الماجيك ارمر. اوكي في حركة بس السايلنس. لا ايه انا المشكلة ابشير الارمر حق الماجيك. طيب بخليهم سايلنس قبل. الحين المفروض ان هم يعني ما يقدرون يسوون شيء. تبي احط عليه شاكلز اقدر، ولا تبي عليك انت؟ انا بخلي ماني بحاط ايه اوه انجليل البريذنج صح. جيب بريذنج ذي الحين اقدر اشوفها الدخان طبعا. ايه مات. طاقم بعد. اي والله ريكس هنا. ذاب مثل النسوة. والله غريب بهيل. بطل. كأنه لو انكر يزمن. وراح حلو شكل اثنين. خلهم نقدر نطق ذاك، نطق ذا. ما يقدر يسوي شيء اصلا عليه. راح يطق انت. زي ما ربطنك سويت تصدق. ريكس. احترق. موجود كويس. ريكس انت عليك مش ادري ايش عليك. المفروض لا موجود. فوز والله ما ادري. في ربيت شعر ريكس ممكن تصير معنا. والله ريكس الحين ريكس ولا طق بس طق. صح بطلة صح. انا حاولت اي انا سويت ذا تشارم ذا ريكس. من هو؟ اسمه الحركة. من هو تقصد؟ ايه طيب بسوي حركة طيب تحط العنكبوت هنا خليك زعلان. والله ما ادري. والله ما اعرف بطلة كل طاق مع الثاني. ايه تقريبا كان انا اقرب لكم اكثر. والله ميون توت شلون؟ وش الميونت اللي جاينا احنا؟ طقني من طق هو. إيه. سلبي. عندك يبيلك طف ليت لو عندك اللي تحت تريد تشيل اللي في اللي هي تعالج ماس كلينز وونز هذيك الكبيرة هي اللي تشيل النكروفاير وتهيل لكم. بس مو بكلينز وونز في ماس كلينز وونز الظاهر بس ما سوى بطل. لا ما عادي سوى في بطل. شو المفروض انه راح راح من النكروفاير. من هو؟ والله دقيقة. لا أظنه ما راح تحول ما أدري أكيد. أعرف إنه ما يتحول. هو الشاكلز فيزيكال ها. بطل.
Glory is mine.
والله كثيرين، كم واحد اثنين ثلاثة أربعة خمسة. لا ضيعها، خلها بتروح. وش شام ذا والله يدخل.
Glory is mine.
عليه
I will yield to none.
عليه
I'm ready.
كم لفة انت عندك كم. اذا بطل بطل خلنا تجيب رجال. هذا ما يروح عند ذا والله. انت عليك زست. ايوه بطل. طيب هو وش دمج من كهرب وكهربك. لا والله يا انك مشكلة انت مشكلة اذا كذا بخرب اللي انت هيلته فهمت. فاضي اطقه هو اصرف يعني ولا اني انت يديك. ايوه طق هو طق اللي تحت. ايه تحت. ايه صادق. هذا موية وكهرباء بس مش كان يدخان. شوف كذا والله ما اقدر استخدم ذي. إيه تدري هذا الجزء من ايش يموت. جيب هذا جيب هذه.
Prepare yourself.
والله يا ضرب كله. إيه لا عم ضرب. لا ظاهر بس على واللفة الجاية تكمل لفتين ذي يعني بيوز. ثاني الطق ذا اللي تحت يقدر كم واحد جنبه؟ إذا موجود طيب شيء نقدر نسويه هنا واقف هنا هنا قرب من مكانك دخان ما أشوف ولا شيء. دقيقة وش ذا؟ ليه ما جات لي؟ بس ذبح لا ايه
Brachus Rex, the source king of legend, lies dead once more.
The future of all that...
You think back on your journey here. You think of the Magisters and the Sorcerer. You think of how the Eternals came as Voidwoken to reclaim their stolen world. You look at the source around you.
احنا هذه مو
How
منطقة
is it
صدقين
you
المفروض أنا
think
نقول
of what you
منطقة
could
بس
do
عادي.
with. You marvel at your
Oh,
journey and
Divinity.
how it has changed you. It's time to choose your fate. And the fate of all. Shall you be divine?
كليم ديفينيتي وش طالع؟ انا حطيت ايه انا ما ادري حطيت 1 دقيقة ليش كذا؟ جوالي وش ما اقدر اشوف يعني. وش رايك؟ انا حطيت 1 اللي هي بس هو كان يمكن المفروض اني حطيت 2 عشان نقول لهم حطنا لا حطنا
You
كلنا
think back on your
عشان
journey
بعدين نسوي
here.
لود
You think of the Magisters. You think of how the Eternals came as Voidwoken. You look at the source
كلنا
around you. You think of what you could do with. You marvel at your journey. It's time to
يمكن
choose.
ثلاثة
Shall you
نو
be
واحد سلم.
divine? You think back on your journey here. You think of the. You think of. You look. You think. You marvel. It's time. Shall you be? After all that you have been through and all that you have done, all that you have become,
شو اسمه
the
ذا؟
Aeteran lies in front of you. Divinity is yours to take
والله يجلس
or to sacrifice. What you do next decides what shall you do with divinity.
يقول fulfill this and God work become the new divine give the source back to all the people release divinity into the world no one is divine use the power خليني بعد اسيب واحدة هنا عشان يمكن في اكثر من achievement يعني ولا وش give the source back to the people allow yourself and don't want to اقدر اقول للجاد كينج it's time to return خلنا نجرب اكثر اذا خليني بحط لا بدون الجاد كينج لا خليني بجرب واحد نجربها واحد الفل 1 طالع لك شيء ما ادري هي طبعا هذه احنا اخذنا يمكن أسهل طريقة، عرفت؟ يعني
So
بطلة
it
نقدر،
ended.
بس أنا لا نبي
A
نسويها.
tale that began with my own ill-fated attempt to rid the world of the Godworker. A new divine rose, a true heir to the Seven, more powerful than ever, and united Rivellon in its battle against the Void. All across the realm, he was loved, worshipped, and adored. Humans, lizards, elves, and dwarves all rallied to his banner. The Great Allegiance stood once more, but the war continued. From the depths of the Void, the God King still sought to return. As for me, I was freed of the God King's terrible tyranny. I avoided an eternity of pain and suffering.
هذه وين
Now I
عرفت؟
fight for the other side. Now I fight for the divine.
هذا؟ أنا وين بالضبط؟
There's nothing interesting down there. There's nothing interesting down there. The future lies above, not below.
I didn't imagine again. Then again, a new divine has risen.
Aside from a single blink, Gareth stands remarkably still.
I expect nothing and everything. I expect rainbows to span the sky. This light. I'm not interested in what I... Greetings. I only did
Gareth
self-pity as I find a way to fit. I wasn't just content to lurk in Lucian's shadow. I was his shadow. Now I stand in the sun as my own man. I just don't know who that man is. So I find out.
ما أدري غريب. يقول ختمت اللعبة ليش أنتم السفينة وتروحون؟ ما أدري والله أصلا هذا خيار.
Don't worry that
هذه
someone
حتى
else
ختمة،
will
هذه
try,
ختمة على
darling.
قولهم
You're
في أكثر من
still
ختمة الحين
marvelous
نسوي
in
لود.
my eyes.
لكن
There's nothing interesting down there. The future lies above, not below.
صلحتها ذيك.
Malady stands tall.
Well, here we are. Get a knife. I've got a case.
She turns to you.
So, how does it feel? Giving away divinity like it were nothing more than an old shoe. Free of divinity. We've come along. She looks you. I guess take a moment, why don't you? Relax, enjoy. I certainly plan to do this the same way I do everything, of course. Demonic guile. Oh, I don't know. Around and about. Treat myself to some mead, a level 300. I'd say we've earned it. Perhaps our paths will cross again. Until we find out.
Greetings.
طيب.
So you've come all this way?
For you. You'd have been a really... There is a matter I must attend to, however. My payment for all the stuff I've done for you. That'll be...
هو غريب ما مسكوش فيه ذا جديد. نار. لا. طيب وقت مقدمة السفينة.
He taps his finger.
1,300,000 dozen and 50 teen gold pieces. Now pay up. It is so, but if you can't pay me in money, then I'll just have to insist you keep me on until you can. So, what position can you offer?
Han ponders your suggestion for all of a second.
You got it, everybody.
War raged on. The ancient empire of lizards became one of the pillars of the new divine alliance. The houses of war and of shadows were particularly useful in the fight against the god king. The empire used the war to expand its territory. Justinia returned to her throne. Under her rule, the Dwarven kingdom fought for the divine, and her loyalty was unquestionable. Many fine and courageous dwarves did their people great honor in battle and in death. With Lucian gone, the elves reluctantly rejoined the Divine Alliance. Their place in the war on the Void would entirely depend on the integrity of the new Divine. And here and there, across the world, what was left of the Black Ring fought on. The island of Fort Joy remained a sorcerer's paradise, a place of exile for those whose sorcery threatened to bring in the Void. For their well-being, its residents depended entirely on the benevolence of the new Divine. Reaper's Coast struggled on. The farms and the fisheries fought to feed the people against the Voidwoken blight. The black pits took fire. The oil there burns still. Driftwood teetered on the edge of starvation until the night the Voidwoken came from the sea. All were killed. This did, however, put an end to the famine. The nameless isle had vanished. Although only open water remained, by instinct ships would steer clear. None of the captains could articulate why. Sir Gareth thanked the surviving Seekers for their service and gave them their freedom. Disillusioned with ongoing war, he set out alone to find a new purpose. He would never stop seeking. Young Han grew up a warrior and became one of the Alliance's greatest generals. But even he could not win the war. Almira and Mihaili settled in an abandoned homestead. The locals liked and respected Almira. She never wanted for help, and deals always fell to her favor. Outsiders were often suspicious, but no local would speak against her. With a new divine at the helm, Malady had a powerful ally, but she was in no hurry to call in her favor. After all, it might be the last thing she ever did. Having performed the greatest act of necromancy in history, Tarquin found the new world unchallenging. He became obsessed with rumors of another plane of existence. One day he vanished and was never seen again.
براكس ريكس بس انه كان مغصوب يعني.
Ahu the wizard served the new divine with honor, wisdom, and an at times unnerving feline elegance.
ايه هذاك.
Jehan the demon hunter never stopped hunting for demons.
جيهان. لا لا.
Sahala sought to strengthen the elven alliance with the new divine. Her powers of sight proved useful in the ongoing war against the Void,
Yeah.
but she could never be sure that the new divine trusted her. Tova, her mother, was Sahela's most trusted warrior. And what kind of divine was Fane the Eternal as the world battled on?
والله.
What kind of divine was he as the Eternals took their place in the world? Did he show mercy? Did he sacrifice others to empower his people? Did he wish he'd given his soul to the Veil? Or was he sure he'd done the right thing? Only Fane knows the truth. Only he knows if he atones for his sins. And then there was you. You returned to the world as a Godwoken who failed to become divine. Did you accept your failure with dignity, or did it destroy you? Only you know the truth. Only you know if you atone for your sins.
انكريدت نسوي لاد ماشي انكريدت. ايوه. والله جبار. يحطونهم يا رجال، ما حد بيصير ديفاين عشان نشوف ذولاك وش يقولون، وبعدها نشوف خيارات ثانية. شوف. ايه هذا اللي بقول هذه. ايه بختار الخيار الثاني زي كذا بالترتيب. شوف جاتك اتشيفمنت صح؟ والله ايه ما ادري كان بدي اسوي لك. ايه انا
One or League Two, Stuart? It's a difficult league to judge because
خليني بسوي لك لا بسوي لك بسوي لود. ايه خليني برسل لك انفايت الحين واسوي لود على طول. بس كل اذا دخلت خلاص. ايه سويت اسكيب انا كانت هذا بسوي الحين لود عشان تشوف وين بطلة كل واحدة تعطيك نهاية مختلفة. كبيرة سؤال معي أنت جيت الحين باللود. طيب خلنا نسوي أجل رقم 2 شوف. والله في صوت.
And so it ended. A tale that began with my own ill-fated attempt to rid the world of the Godwoken. When the dust settled, no new divine had risen. Instead, all Source was released into the world for all the people and every creature to share. Everyone was now a sorcerer. And united, the peoples of Rivellon pushed back the God King into the very depths of the void. This ushered in a new golden age of peace and prosperity. But alas, it was not to last. With many greedy for wealth, power and position, the struggle soon began anew. Source, the very language of creation, was used in violence once more. The never-ending contest for power continued. As for me, I was freed of the tyranny of the God King. To atone for my sins in this world, I spent the rest of my days taking care of the sick and elderly. I would tell the story of the Godwoken to anyone who would listen. The story of the greatest heroes Rivellon had ever known. The heroes who chose not to close the veil.
I have a lot of planning to do.
She drums her fingers.
All that work, all that effort tossed into the gutter like a malformed child.
طرد يا بنجي. ايوه بقيت.
The world was at peace, at least for now. Few were as prepared for the new world as the lizardkin of the ancient empire. With power spread equally throughout the world, the advantage lay with those who knew how to steal it, and at this the lizards excelled. Justinia returned to her throne. Under her rule, the Dwarven kingdom prospered, until 2 years later, a jealous lover stabbed her in the heart with a mutton fork. With their power returned, the elves reclaimed their lands from the Death Fog and began to rebuild. Soon they would split as two factions sought power, one to bring back the trees, the other to bring back the Scions. A dwarven joke did the rounds. It ends with the punchline, "So Lucian dropped the Death Fog on them again." And in a dark forest on the far side of a desert, well beyond the high seas, the Black Ring came together once more. The island of Fort Joy, the old redoute of the Source King Brachus Rex, was turned over to the people of Driftwood to use as they wished. They turned it into a holiday resort. Reaper's Coast prospered. The fisheries returned, and the fertile farmlands produced the greatest harvests the surviving farmers had ever seen.
غيرتها تشوف ايش تأثيراتها كلها اشياء تغيرت.
Blood Moon Island became particularly fecund, its soil producing the greatest crops. A particularly crimson-fleshed orange grown on the island became a delicacy across half the world. The black pits took fire. The oil there burns still. Driftwood became a center of industry, trade, and transport.
مرة حتى اللي قبل وين طلعت شيء غير.
Lohar became mayor, and Brayton Barnes grew rich until, after a public argument over import duties, Barnes died in an accident, buried under several tons of fish, and also stabbed in the back with a gutting knife.
غريب أنا عرفت سوالها كنيرة.
Your lizard lover from the Black Bull Tavern finally returned to the ancient lizard empire, there to found the newest and most popular of all the houses, the House of Love. After a long and harrowing journey, Lovric the Waiter arrived in Sicil, where he opened a tavern. The meaty stew became famed almost as much for its food as it was for its greasy, abusive owner.
الخاتم حقه وانت جبت له.
Lagan left his over-demanding wife and began a relationship with a local bard. In the spirit of loving generosity, he returned the ring to his now ex-wife. In a fit of rage, she threw it into the sea. The nameless isle had vanished. Although only open water remained, by instinct ships would steer clear. None of the captains could articulate why. Millennia later, adventurers would come in search of the legendary divine city of Arx and the crypt of the great Lucian. None would pass the path of blood. Sir Gareth thanked the surviving Seekers for their service and gave them their freedom. Disillusioned with the rising chaos, he set out alone to find a new purpose. He would never stop seeking. Young Han went into the theatre and became one of the realm's most popular actors. Almira and Mihaili settled in an abandoned homestead. The locals liked and respected Almira. She never wanted for help, and deals always fell to her favor. Outsiders were often suspicious, but no local would speak against her. With no new divine, Malady found herself in a predicament. She had an important problem to solve, but no ally strong enough to call upon, and so her search continued. Having performed the greatest act of necromancy in history, Tarquin found the new world unchallenging. He became obsessed with rumors of another plane of existence. One day he vanished and was never seen again. With the source released to the world, Ahu the wizard spent more and more time as a cat. One day he decided he would not change back. Jehan the demon hunter found himself at a loose end, so he opened a museum of demonic artifacts. After it burned down, with Jehan inside, witnesses claimed that the flames were the color of blood. As the forests grew anew and the elves were equals at last, Sahala shared elven knowledge of source with the world. But some elves disagreed and plotted against her. Chief amongst her opponents was Tova, Sahala's own mother. As Source flooded Rivellon, Thane set out to record everything he could of this new world. As he travelled, he kept a socket peeled for signs of the Eternals, hoping to find the wife he'd lost. He's still looking. And then there was you. You returned to the world a sorcerer among many. Your future was yours to decide. Did you accept your new status with humility? Only you know the truth. Only you know if you atone for your sins.
ارسل لك بعد الخيارات الثانية. والله شكل في مطاقة مع الجاد كينج المفروض يعني، او شي زي كذا بعد. طيب ارسل لك اياه. خيارا allow yourself the world to be blurred. دخلت. اوكي. ايه ايه الحين بقول. لا الحين بقول له خذ السورس كله مش صحيح. الحين اضغط انتر يسرع ولا؟ لا. بس skip.
And so it ended. A tale that began with my own ill-fated attempt to rid the world of the Godwoken. Dallas the Hammer, the secret eternal, purged the Godwoken and used the Source to close the veil to the void. The world was saved. Statues in memory of the Godwoken who sacrificed their Source were erected all across Rivellon. They would never be forgotten. The half-demon Malady took pity on the soulless Godwoken silent monks and brought them to the Hall of Echoes. There, from the scraps of their souls that remained, she restored them to life. Sorcerers no more, they lived out the rest of their lives, freed of the burden of being the Godwoken, freed from the weight of the world. As for me, I was already free, and so were the others. The Godwoken sacrifice severed the bond between the Sworn and the God King. To atone for my sins, I spent the rest of my days taking care of the sick and elderly, telling the story of the Godwoken, that the world may never forget the greatest heroes Rivellon had ever known.
Ah, there you are. More than a silent monstrosity, less than a god. In the end, where did I go wrong? How is so boring. It's the unfortunately for me. I've grown
المفروض
rather
متنا بس
fond
هي
of you.
ما ادري شلون رجعت هذه.
Still, I'd expected quite a bit more from you. I was interested in being owed a favor by a shiny new god, not some emperor of the realm.
وش السفينة تقريبا
There's nothing interesting down there. The future lies above, not below.
Well, you've got the cat trap. To be fair, you are barely more powerful.
At last, the world was at peace. The ancient lizard empire opened its gates. The houses disbanded, and the empire adopted a pluralist quasi-democracy. Anyone could vote for whoever they pleased, as long as the House of Shadows approved. Justinia returns to her throne. Under her rule, the Dwarven kingdom prospered, until 2 years later, a jealous lover stabbed her in the heart with a mutton fork. Lucian made amends to the elves. He gave them lands and vast...
يا والله يلا هذا كنت شوف نهاية القصة وش اوكي ما خلصت يلا برسل باقي كم باقي واحدة ولا ثنتين شكله لازم ولا اسوي لود اللي قبل تبي باقي واحدة من الثنتين حقت فين بس انه ظاهر انه غير use the power to bring back the tunnels but leave the God King sealed away ضغط نسوي كومبايت تبي تشوفها انت ولا مليت من ذاتي؟ ايه الحين شوي وانا برسل بس انا مر عليهم كلهم حلو دي بسرعة مشت. أخيرا. حالة غير غيرت. أوكي. وش ذا؟ الحين بخلص ذي. يلا مع السلامة. والله آخر واحدة كلهم زعلوا. خليت الجاد كينج يرجع. زعلوا ذولي كلهم. لا الحين بس كذا بالقصة يعني. إذا أنا ببحث إذا في. تقرا جلد. You'll have two choices, sacrifice yourself and this will be good. If you choose sacrifice your food, it turns out deletion one from the يا اخي بطل يقول لك شفت الكراكن يوم يطلع جيب ذولي بيل وكين ومدروش يقول لك المفروض انهم اذا انك سحبت السورس منهم قبل ما يقدر يسوي لهم سمن ذولي بطل يعني ما ادري يعني ديتيل هنا بالله قاعد اقرا صار في ترند بالنسبه لنا After the practice, always Dallas will say platforms supporting against enemies. إيه الحين تبين نخش نطق. يعني يسوون أغلب النهايات في نهاية ما أتوقع، يعني هذه هي الجندلوة. والله حرام كويس، وش كان شو تسوي فيها؟ لو إنك ما إياها كنت متعت في اللعبة، لكن شو تقول يلا أنا أبوك أصرف ساعكم بالبيت. أصلا إيش كنت بتسوي بالفلوس؟ يا عشان غصب عليك قمت تخلف فيك كاتبة بيشتري حركة شيء طيب. يا خمت يعني إيه هذا اللي بسويه، نايف أكثر من حركات. إيش بيقول؟ يقول تبي نخش نطق. يلا خلنا احنا نطق، وإذا كان كنتينيو. لا كنتينيو ولا لو لا، الحين كنتينيو بسوي لود بس في خيار واحد لحظة. وش كانت display for Sweden beyond the comments pronounced along as time to see. We submitted to Lucia and Dallas, Belgium also, so Dallas.
Premier round, tellement rare dans les championnats du monde que ça commence comme ça. Et Manny Pacquiao va remporter la première reprise grâce à Samir l'annonçait, 28e apparition au niveau mondial de Manny. Le boxeur apparition au niveau mondial.
يلا نسوي لود. ايش كان اخر لود؟
Mondial de Manny. Le boxeur de l'histoire à avoir été champion du monde dans 8 catégories différentes. C'est parti avec Manny Pacquiao, short bleu et blanc.
هو الوعد ديفينيتي 3 اسمها نلعب بالدرز جيت، هذه اللي هي اللي شكلها تكون هي ظاهر هو اللي هو مؤسس مسويها، هي ذيك الأشهر بعد أظن. متحمسين هم الثري مرة. يبيها هيرو.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. You guys know it is. It's Kevin, man. Okay, so I don't know if you guys watched my night out stream. You know what I mean? But anyways,
12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Welterweight Championship of the World.
أرسلت لك هذا. أحسن شيء صورة الوجه ذاك اللي قبل لا يخش شيء. على طول. الحين يقول don't let them do you'll be a hero. ضغط واحد.
Don't let them do this to us.
حتى في لود قبل ذاك كويس، يعني في أكثر من لود. واحد كان ظاهر متطاق
souls, no, never.
واحد.
I understand. Sacrifice takes courage, but I shall help you, though it pains me.
إيه. شلون؟ إيه. كان متأكد إنك مختار اللاعب فينا 3. لا أنا طالع إنه جرب بدل الشخصيات. ايه اسوي لود، اقدر اسوي. ايه يمكن هنقدر نسوي لود ايه ما يبي يسمع الجواب الاخير، ما يبي. قام يهايط وخاف انه ينطق، قال ما يبي والله ممشي المحادثة. ايه قال والله ما مشيها. واحد.
Don't let them do this to us.
But no.
I understand. Sacrifice takes courage, but I shall help you, though it pains me.
طب تدري خلينا نشوف. I think بارتي. لا دقيقة. إذا أنا دايلوج أقدر أسوي لك كيك. إيه صح. أنا سويت نيكست واحدة، تقدر تسوي الأخيرة ذي.
I'm sorry. You've come.
موجود؟ اي بطل. داري اوكي. الحين ما كنا احنا نفس المكان الطاق فيه صح؟ اوكي. ايه ايوه عليه خلاص. ثقة بطلة. انا حطيت ذي المطر. ايه كلهم وش راحت الارمرات خرافية. ايه مسكين. ايه بطل الكبير بس ما ادري اخليه بين اثنين او بين ثلاثة. خلي بين اثنين دوري. ايه اللي يدور بس لازم اشحنه. تدري لحظة انا اقول شو اسوي. هذه اللي هي تارجت. عطني لفة جديدة. ما اقدر احمله مرة واحدة. ما خير ما مشكلة. ايه الصوت كذا كأنه يعني ايه هي كانت 6 وسويت اللي تخليني اسوي لها يصير الدور لي على طول بعدها. بس ما اقدر اسوي لها مرة واحدة بالمعرض. لا واحدة حقت فين هذه زي تايم وارب. استخدم سورس واحد ومدتين خطوتين. بس بشحن شحن اخير. ايه زي الحركة زي سالفة البابل دي مثلا حقت ظهر الأوادم. عندهم opportunities ألف عليهم. شو اسمه براكس بريدمان. كانت المحادثة يمدينا سوي له تليبورت. لا لوسيان اللي بيننا ولا خل هو اللي بيننا هو الاثنين. ولا ما ادري، لا ايش رايك؟ بابا البطل. طق روس بالعطاء. ايه ايه والله صدق. كلهم زي بس ما عندهم فيزيكال كذا. مصيبة. والله السلام. نزلت الضربات الثانية. من باقي من اللي باقي؟ ذاك اوكي حلو حلو. اعطيك الجزمة اول شيء. مات لوسن. لا والله جنبنا هو. قطعي النقرة. هل فيه علينا التقنية شيء؟ تنفس. ليش ما اقدر اسوي شيء خلاص؟ الحين اقدر. ما في مشكلة، خلاص بعطيكم. خرافية ذي. باقي اثنين. نبدأ بسقاط أخضر. ايش اسوي؟ كم واحدة هي؟ اي هذه طيب بالضبط. خلاص باقي واحدة. خلني اسوي كول. شوية بتدمرهم بعد ما نسويهم. خلني اسوي ريزيستنس هذه مدري شنو. والله صوت شيء كبير. بس بطل.
Are you feeling poorly, Dallas? Good. You shall not seal the veil. And now I call on the God King. Come claim what is yours.
How? What? You are unleashed.
Vredeman cackles in delight at this turn of events. His unbridled glee slithers into your veins and throttles your heart.
You left the leashing wand next to me, you stupid maggot. So
kill him!
Do shut up, you tedious buffoon. And don't look so surprised. As if I would allow that bone-bag Dallas to enslave...
This is not the time for talk. Kill him, now!
Too late, you moldering, blight-stained pigs. Grant me power, my ally. God King, I call on you.
هي كل كل هي كل
The God King hears my call. He sends a companion worthy of my... Come to your father. Come to the source.
ما نبي نذبح شو اسمه. ما نبي نذبح براكس، نبي نذبح نفس هذا براك كذي يعني عشان لا يموت على طول. عرفت؟ لو مثل تحدي. صح انهم ضد هذول الثانيين، بس تدري انهم يطاقون مع بعض بعد ذولي يعني، فيمدينا. اوه كويس. والله ولا تقدر سرمتها. وصل تليفورت عنده هذا ماستر. اوكي المرة طايح ساندويتش. والله لا سكيت. اوه ده لسه في ثينج حلو. كم هاي خلينا سلمان ولا دور في والله هذا في والله. Heaven's blessing بلس قوية مرة. وش سووها ثاني مرة. من اللي سوى سايلنس؟ انت ميوتد. اي والله كان نو لونجر يوز ماجيك. هذا كله سلاحك. سلاحك ايش فاهم معك؟ واند يضرب بالواند. بلست يعني اتوقع ايه شلون ما راح تشتاك طايح قدام ارمي عليه انا اقدر ارمي ايه دقيقة هاي بدي بين بس راحتك أول طوال تبي اوكي غريبة يا اخي ليش هل شيء طيب يبيلك انت شاك زرقين مو بشاك فيك والله ما اشوف الدخان كم واحد فيه هنا يبقى طقه اوه قهر على 3 خطوات اروح اوقف بين ذولين اثنين تنين ذا لا والله نكبة ثانية على ظل اكيد يسكن ما بقول لا عندي أحاول أصحيك مكان ثاني. ما ريكس. اي والله شفاه. والله شال هلفة. ليه مش عليه ليه. ريزست ديث. شلون ريزست ديث؟ كم واحد جمع عليك؟ ايش قاعد يصير؟ قسم بالله انا ما ادري ايش قاعد يصير. وين اللي يطير؟ اصلا ما اشوف شيء عندي. يحول عندي اسمه البريمي. والله لك نزل. ايه صادق. توتال بيرتابط. وانتر اني الحاضي اللي تنقص. عشان اطير ثانية. تليبورت. انا عندي تليبورت حقي هنا. انا متأكد على التليبورت صح؟ انا شلت التليبورت. انا شلت عن نفس التليبورت. ضد نفسي معه. هي نفسها. ايه تنزل مع ذاك اللي فوق بس اني بموت. لا بس يمديني باقي لفة. شوف طارت. ايه اوكي. حلو. ايه صار. ايه كلامك صحيح بس ما اوكي. هنا اقدر احط شيء واحد. ايه عندي ذي الفارس. ليه هنا الفارس. احطه هنا. الطريق عندي. هذه واحدة هنا 4 خمس. ايه شكلها كذا. انا بحاول اعمل له نجرب. بهيئ لنفسي. عليه تلاقي وش سوي جديد. طيب ايه المشكلة تحتي نار تصدق خاف لا تنفجر علي. اقدر اسوي هذا السكن كرافت عشان اقدر لا ما عندي. اقدر ايه اقدر اخذ جثة في جثة شيء طلع داخل. خذت على غريب. اروح جهة تريكس ولا جهة ريتني يسوون يلا بس خاف يموت صدق لو حركته خله مكانه. مات اقدر اسوي هذا. ايه انا بقولك شو اسوي بسوي هذا اسوي تشارج بجي بحاول اصحيك. مشكلة ايه مشكلة ما ادري بتبوع مرة بعيد. لو اقدر اسوي لك تليبورت عندي لحظة. اي والله اقدر اسوي لك تليبورت اجيبك عندي ها بس ورا كذا زبنة. لحظة بحطك ورا التنين باهي عشان لا تنطق يعني. احاول ان شاء الله. وبعيد ذاك رحنا كي بطل ذاك بعيد. لا لا صحيك وتليفون يقدر ايه لحظة لو اسويها ذي اللي صح المشكلة حتى لو سويتها يتاخذ 3. خل باقي لي ايه من ممسكك. يروح على النار. اي والله اقدر اسوي لحظة. هذه كم؟ هذه 2 وهذه اقدر اعطي نفسي هل الحين بعد هذه خلاص بتخلص ذي. هي بتخلص هذه بس بيجي الدور علي اصلا. انا اول واحد بالدور صح؟ عندي بس اني اقدر اعطي نفسي ارمز. ايش رايك؟ يعني شاكوزا وهي نفسي. خلي اقول بهي نفسي. هذا ديكينج انا. وراح لهم. لا اقدر اشيل اتخلص منه. يموت هو لانه ضعيف مرة. اصبر شوي عليك. هو انا عندي هذه اصلا. هي الحين دي مستقبل. والله ما ادري صح هيك عادي. معليش وين تبي؟ وين؟ ايه هم متوزعين. اقدر ادري لو احطك تحت. مشكلة جنبي هنا احسن بس مشكلة النار ذيك تطفي. شو رايك؟ على الدرج؟ ايه ممكن صح. نجرب. تحت نار ولا مش تحت؟ المشكلة ما عندي تليفون. أنا شلته عشان الحركات مرة ما أقدر أحط فيه. دقة هو شو تم اسمه؟ تم الركاب. ما حد يقدر يشوف الدخان. أنا ما زلت كيك. من هو؟ الظاهر انه ما تقدر الا لو انه في هي. لا هو فويد ووكن اظنه في له ما حطيتها ابيلتي فويد ووكن شارم مدري وش. طيب هذه دامج. طقهم لا طقهم. كهرب